You cannot outthink an anxious mind, but you can physically hack your body to shut down panic in under 60 seconds.
The futility of outthinking panic. You cannot outthink an anxious mind, but you can physically hack your body to shut down panic in under 60 seconds. Welcome back. If you have ever been caught in the grip of a panic, attack, or an overwhelming wave of anxiety, you know exactly what I am talking about. You try to reason with yourself. You tell yourself, everything is fine, just calm down. But your brain simply refuses to listen. The thoughts keep racing, your heart keeps pounding, and the walls feel like they are closing in. We have been taught for years that the mind controls the body, and therefore to fix anxiety, we must change our thoughts. But when the alarm bells in your brain are ringing at full volume, logic is completely locked out. Your brain's danger switch has been flipped, and no amount of rationalizing will turn it off. The anatomy of the hijack. To understand why logic fails, we have to look at how our internal alarm system is wired. Psychologists call this top-down versus bottom-up processing. When you try to talk yourself out of panic, you are using top-down processing, relying on the prefrontal cortex, the logical part of your brain. But anxiety does not start there. It starts deep in the primitive parts of your brain, specifically the amygdala. When the amygdala senses danger, real or imagined, it triggers a bottom-up cascade. It floods your system with cortisol and adrenaline. It literally cuts off communication to your logical brain to prioritize pure survival. You are no longer a modern human dealing with a stressful email. Biologically, you are running from a predator. That is why trying to use logic during a panic attack is like trying to put out a forest fire with a cup of water. The vagus nerve connection. So, if the logical brain is offline, how do we shut off the alarm? The answer lies in bypassing the mind entirely and speaking directly to the body. We must use bottom-up processing. This means sending physical signals of safety from your body back up to your brain. The superhighway for these signals is the vagus nerve, a massive nerve wandering from your brain stem down through your heart, lungs, and gut. When you stimulate the vagus nerve, you activate the parasympathetic nervous system, your body's natural rest and digest mode. It is the biological brake pedal to anxiety. You do not have to believe you are safe. You just have to make your body act like it is safe. And the moment you do, the brain has no choice but to follow suit and turn off the danger switch. The physiological sigh. The fastest, most scientifically proven way to hit that brake pedal is through your breath. Specifically a technique known as the physiological sigh. When we are anxious, our breathing becomes shallow and rapid, which traps carbon dioxide in our lungs and signals panic to the brain. To reverse this instantly, take 2 quick, sharp inhales through the nose, followed by 1 long, slow, extended exhale through the mouth. That long exhale is the magic key. It physically slows down your heart rate and sends a direct, unmistakable message of safety to your vagus nerve. Do this 3 to 5 times. You do not need to try and empty your mind. Just focus on making the exhale longer than the inhale. Within 60 seconds, the neurochemistry in your brain will physically shift, halting the panic response in its tracks, the mammalian dive reflex. If breathing is not enough to break the loop, you can use the ultimate biological override, temperature. This is known as the mammalian dive reflex. When sudden cold water hits your face, particularly around your eyes and cheeks, your body automatically assumes you are diving underwater. To conserve oxygen, your brain instantly forces your heart rate to drop and redirects blood flow from your limbs to your core. It completely disrupts the panic cascade. You can trigger this by splashing freezing cold water on your face, holding an ice cube in your hand, or placing a cold pack on the back of your neck. The intense physical sensation pulls your brain out of the future where anxiety lives and slams it directly into the present moment. Your biology forces an immediate system reboot, shutting down the mental chaos. Somatic grounding. The third powerful physical hack is somatic grounding. When the danger switch is flipped, anxiety makes you feel like you are floating away, disconnected from reality and trapped inside your own head. You must anchor the body to bring the mind back down. You can do this through intentional physical pressure or texture. Press your feet hard into the floor, noticing the solid ground pushing back against you. Grip the fabric of a chair and strictly focus on the rough texture. Or tightly squeeze your own arms, giving your nervous system clear boundaries of where your body begins and ends. By flooding your brain with intense, real-time sensory data, you leave no computational power left for the hypothetical worries. You are telling your brain, look, feel this. We are here in this room right now, and right now we are entirely safe. Rewiring the baseline. Understanding bottom-up. Processing is life-changing because it removes the shame of anxiety. It is not a weakness of your mind. It is simply a misfiring of your body's survival mechanics. And the beautiful truth of neuroplasticity is that every time you use these physical tools to calm down, you are physically rewiring your nervous system. By repeatedly showing your brain that you can regain control without running or fighting, the baseline level of your anxiety begins to drop. Over time, your amygdala becomes less reactive. The danger switch gets harder to flip. You start to build a fortress of physiological resilience. You stop seeing panic as a monster that attacks you out of nowhere and start seeing it as a simple, biological reflex that you now possess the manual to turn off, reclaiming control. So the next time you feel the panic rising, the chest tightening, and the thoughts spinning out of control, remember this rule. Stop trying to talk yourself out of it. Drop the debate with your own mind. Shift your focus entirely downward. Take control of your breath with a long, slow exhale. Change your body temperature with a splash of cold water. Ground your physical form into the present moment. You cannot outthink an anxious mind, but you absolutely have the power to outact it. Your body holds the key to your peace. Learn to send the right signals, and you will forever master your brain's danger switch. Take a deep breath. You are safe. Now go conquer your day. The inspirations are yours. Subscribe, like, and watch all the video in this channel.